Hey everybody, Chris here. Dogecoin is in an uptrend. I'm going to talk about that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And on our Tuesday live stream, we were celebrating a Green Tuesday. That's right, it's been a while. Usually we have Green Mondays and then Red Tuesdays. That had been the trend we were on, but that has been flipped. Overnight, Sunday night into Monday morning, we had a big pullback and has completely recovered from that pullback on Tuesday, and now Wednesday we are going higher. We are looking at this uptrend. What does that look like, and what is my thesis on this? Let's get into it. Let me show you the charts and the news. I'll show you what I'm looking at. And we start here with the current Dogecoin chart at 15 cents. That's right, 15-cent Dogecoin. And I know it's down a lot from where we were, but it's higher than on Monday. We were here. We were down here, 13.5 cents, moved up to 14.5 cents. We've got at the bottom of our red box up here at 15.4, trying to climb back in so that we can recover from the October flash crash and all of the carnage that has happened since then. It is the start of a relief rally. We'll get into that. Bitcoin just under 93,000. It did touch 94,000 overnight. Will Bitcoin see a recovery back to 100K? We'll be watching that as well. Again, the thesis remains, as far as I'm concerned, and what I'm looking at is relief rally. That's right. I do believe we will have a relief rally here in December. We will get up to some point, whether that's around 20 cents, where that is, we will see. And then I think the bearish trend will continue, and we will have a big pullback. Now, of course, this won't be a straight line up and straight line down. It'll be wiggly. It'll be wiggly going up too. We'll have some red days going up again, where the fear will come back. But that is what I believe the trend will be. And the big green arrow here, of course, is the wild card of one Elon Musk and X Money. Is X Money going to actually launch in December 2025? That remains to be seen. And we'll check in on ETH here. ETH over $3,000, and ETH also would have some kind of relief rally too. We'll get into the Fusaka upgrade in just a minute with ETH. So overall, the Bitcoin dominance, just to show, has been trending a bit sideways. Back in its purple box. It's right in the middle of the purple box. So it's been up and down and back up again. So Bitcoin dominance since October 10th has been pretty much sideways on that front. So that's the big picture of what I'm looking at overall. Let's get into some of the current details of how things are looking. We start with Merlin, looking at setup 1 and setup 2, bearish or bullish. Where are we, right? Liquidity grab complete. We had the monthly open of Bitcoin, 92K, dropped all the way down and hit 84, and then came all the way back up. Perfect cup, waiting for the big handle. I haven't seen any cups and handles out there yet, but I'm sure somebody's been drawing them. I haven't seen it yet. And what is the next move, right? What is the next move? The setup. Are we going to get back into a bearish trend and just go all the way down? Setup 1. Setup 2, we're going to start to see a run, have a little pullback, and then go higher. I unfortunately think it's setup number 3, where we're going to have a little run, and then it's going to pull back more. That would be the confirmation of bear market, and that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. But there are 2 others. It's just let's just call it a day right now and go bear, or let's go back into bull, go into extended cycle going forward. How that would look, we shall see. So far, Bitcoin repeated the same trap setup. Sharp dump to scare retail, long stacked into resistance, sentiment reset to max fear. The setup triggered vicious reversals in the past, and the bulls feasted every time. Is it happening again? Of course, these are all happening within a bull market. In fact, Bitcoin has been in a bull market since the beginning of 2023, and we've seen these kinds of moves before, where there is a big retrace, especially with the big wicks that come down, flushes out a lot of long leverage before moving higher. Had the same thing again from April through May of 2025. Big dip down. We know that was all up based on the tariffs, right? And tariff scare. Came back down, flushed out a bunch of more leverage, and then moved higher. And now we've just done it again, right? Big October 10th wick down, cleared out a bunch of leverage. We've been going up and down since then. Of course, this is blown out on a weekly schedule. And so far, in a bull market, you would see higher lows on each of those, along with higher highs. But when it flips to bear, the trend goes the other way. So we'll be watching how that trend moves. Ash Crypto's like, look, even on the liquidity side, we've got traders still trying to trade the market. And where are those trades right now? So Ash says, look, a whale with a 100% win rate just lost a $1.78 million on his last 2 trades. So was betting on the market turning around and going down, and instead it went up. So he's now opened 18.75 million 30x short on Bitcoin and a 15.26 million 20x short on ETH. So these are heavy leveraged shorts. Revenge trading at its best. This is how most people lose everything. So had a big win rate, right? Feeling good about yourself, and now you're just going to, you are really a bear, and you're betting on huge losses, right, in the market. You're betting on it's going down. So pretty interesting. So liquidation price of Bitcoin is 94,700. Liquidation price of ETH is 3,200. So 94.7, 32.20. So what does that look like? 94.7. We're not that far, right? 94.7 is just right up here. So there's a target there. 32.20. That's not too far away. 32.20 is going to be up here. So that is out there as a thing. Just those big trades have targets on them. And I continue to look at those. Trader Allen says, look, ETH, right? We got the Fasaka upgrade happening tonight. And it's an epoch thing, and it's not tied to an exact time. It's more of a block thing. That's okay. Is it going to be faster transactions? Is it going to lower the gas fees? Is it going to, the working on the blockchain, like all those details? There's some other YouTubers that will get into all of that detail. We're just looking at the price and how's the price going to react on ETH. And are we going to have that flipping, right? The flip happen from Bitcoin to ETH. What happens is when you see this kind of move down and extreme fear, bearish, right? And the previous thoughts of alt season, right? And this rotation from Bitcoin into ETH into alts, like all of that hasn't played out that way, right? It hasn't played out that way this cycle. So now the rules change, right? Not really sure why so many out there thought money rotation from Bitcoin to altcoins would happen as a direct swap. Well, that's what everybody has been saying for 2.5 years. Usually, see, this is the new thesis, right, from Stock Money. Usually people take profit and sell Bitcoin, which drives price down. Once stablecoin dominance has reached local highs, money then rotates into alts. No, that's not how it worked before. It was a direct flip. Bitcoin went on a run, then they flipped. We saw it in 2021, right? What flipped followed ETH, followed Doge, right? That's what happened. So ETH BTC is sitting at the golden pocket, right? If you're into the fib things, golden pocket. You're a fool if you think this is a bearish chart. Hey, charts can be charts. That doesn't mean the price is going to follow. How about Doge? Doge posts strongest move in weeks. Is 15 cents the next target? Well, we just hit 15 cents, right? We just hit 15 cents. Key resistance levels were tested. Momentum indicators supporting continued bullish movement. That would be an uptrend, my friends. Yes. An uptrend, will the Doge uptrend hold? Now that's the question, right? Is the Doge uptrend going to hold? Because there's still a lot of bears out there. And I get it. And I'm an overall bear too, but I do believe in rallies, right? And uptrends happening within that overall flip from a bull cycle to a bear cycle. And some will say, well, it's been bearish for a year for Doge. Well, not for Bitcoin though. Bitcoin hit an all-time high in early October, before the October 10th flash crash. So just because Doge had a higher price a year ago doesn't mean there's been a bear market for a year, right? It's just that's how Doge trades. Doge goes on big runs and it has big pullbacks, the volatility of Doge. It's not the whole crypto market there, which generally follows Bitcoin. So we can have uptrends, and that's good. And we have uptrends happening now, not only with Dogecoin coming up and Bitcoin going up and pretty much the whole market going up right now. So this is a short-term uptrend. Will it continue though? And what's going to be the challenge? Now you can get into all of the technical, trends, indicators. Awesome. We got these new ETFs. We're watching. Not a lot of money flowing into them right now because we've been very bearish with extreme fear in the market. But once Dogecoin does start having a bigger uptrend and we start getting FOMO, we will see these Doge ETFs start getting a lot of inflows as well. Trader Allen's like, look, it's a bullish reversal pattern called the Dragonfly Doji on the weekly time frame. We get a pattern, right? We get a candle here that is a Dragonfly Doji, has appeared at the key support level. After a downtrend, this bullish reversal pattern indicates that buyers have rejected lower prices, pushing the price to the top of the candle. This could mark the start of the journey towards what? Pumping to $1? Like, come on, Alan. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. But yeah, that's what he's showing, right? Oh, but he continues there. Let's look at another one there, right? Zoomed in a little more, it's like the Doge RSI is oversold, right? We had that extreme fear, right? Big drop in the market, back to extreme fear again, oversold, reversal, recover from where we were, and his little green dotted arrow, because he posted this yesterday. Today, it's already back up to this level. So we've done a complete cup and complete recovery. So is this the beginning of an uptrend? Well, there are some, of course, who don't believe it and think that Dogecoin is going to plunge to 5 cents in 2026. Of course, these are our friends at the Motley Fool, ever bears on Dogecoin, except for an occasional independent article that shows Dogecoin. Usually when it's in a bigger uptrend, bigger FOMO, they'll start posting positive things about Dogecoin, and then they'll have their little blurb that, that doesn't really reflect the views of Motley Fool overall. It's just an individual author. Like, they'll do stuff like that. And then they'll always say, well, don't buy Dogecoin, right? Go buy our stocks because we want you to join our, whatever it is at the bottom, right? It's like, they always say that, right? Should you buy stock in Dogecoin right now? Well, no, but, you need to see our 10 stocks that we advise, and you need to join us, right? And pay us money, and we'll tell you what stocks you should be. That's what Motley Fool does, right? This is the overall chart of Dogecoin, though, and at this point, we could see Doge go either way, right? We had an uptrend happening overall from April lows, right, through July, right? We were moving up, and even into October, beginning of October, we were still starting to see higher low, higher high. It was all forming, and then we had the October 10th flash crash, which changed everything. If you don't know what that is, we talk about it a lot on the channel. Come join my live stream every afternoon, just about. So make sure that you're subscribed, you got your notifications on. We'll talk more about that. Again, it's going to be about liquidations. And yesterday on the live stream, I did say I was targeting $90,000 for Bitcoin to flush out these leveraged longs that are now over $100 million right here at 90K. And I still think that is in play to flush that out. So as I'm recording this, I'm saying, look, we are in an uptrend now. And then maybe later today, it's all red. And, oh, Chris, you said it was an uptrend and it's pulling back. It very well could. because that's crypto. It's going to be volatile. It's going to be up and down. And this kind of trading between the shorts and the longs, on the short term, there's more on the longs, which I think has a target on it. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Bitcoin pull back to 90K and take out those leverage longs. That's what I would expect to see. So that's where we are right now with Bitcoin, 92.8 now, and Dogecoin holding at 15 cents. Leave a comment below. Let me know. What do you think? Uptrend, bull market, extended cycle into 2026, to the moon, right? Rocket ships and all of that. Give the video a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.